Hi there, Diane Evans here with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator. Now, if this is one of your first times joining me on my YouTube channel, I welcome you, but also make sure that you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, and then that way, when I upload a video, you'll get notified. And if you want, there's a bell that's down below there, and if you hit that, you'll get notified immediately as soon as I upload a new video. So today I'm playing with the hand pen suite again. I can't get enough of this suite. I think it's one of those suites that's so versatile that you can use it in so many different ways. Now remember, when you do buy it as a bundle, you do save 10%. So that's always a good thing. And it's so much easier to just use a die to cut it out than actually go and fussy cut your images out. Also, it gives you more intricate dies and that sort of stuff to cut out. So today, what I'm focusing on is simple gifts for teachers. Now, for the tutorial that I had done last month for basically to give away to my customers this month, I had done a Post-it note card, Post-it note matchbox cover. And if you do have any kind of a purchase from me in Canada here, I will send that tutorial out to you for nothing. All right, so basically what I have here is I have some evening evergreen. It's 4 1/4 by 11 and it's scored at 5 1/2. Now, just to let you know, I always put my measurements, and I have a link to my blog. And basically, it'll link what the measurements are for this. And this is just going to be a freestanding desk calendar, a small desk calendar for, it would obviously be for a female teacher. All right, so I'm just going to go in and I'm going to do a really good fold there. I also have a piece of evening evergreen. This is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And this is what I'm going to use to basically, going to do this, where I'm actually going to have it come like this, like so, and it's just going to stand up for the card. Now this one happens to measure 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. I have scored it at 2 1/8 and 3/4 of an inch from this side and 3/4 of an inch from that side. Now I'm just going to go in and make sure that I've got a really good crease on there. Now I could put this on with tear and tape, or I could use glue. Glue takes a bit that you have to really play with it to make sure that it's on there. So I'm going to come in with my tear and tape. And I'm just going to actually put some tear and tape on this part here. And I'm going to put it on the top and the bottom. Not that it really is going to have a lot of that kind of working back and forth, but I just don't want there to be problems with it coming off, or if I go to use my glue, that it might move on me until it's dry. So that's why sometimes in this sort of thing, I turn around and I just use tear and tape. Now, this is an easy project. It will take you, you'll see how fast it's going to go together. The more you fussy or make it fancier or gussy it up, the more it's going to, the longer it's just going to take. Anyways, I have a piece of soft succulent, and it's measuring 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that on with my glue. And I'm just getting myself layering is all I'm doing, and just like that. Now this is from the Hand Pen Designer Series paper. Beautiful paper. I'm just going to put it right like that on the front. Like I say, this is really a simple project. A lot of times I'll give this to my customers, and it's a very quick project. There we go. Now, I have these calendars. These calendars are not a normal size calendar. I like the ones that are smaller, which I have for next year. But I'm just going to actually put the cinnamon cider here. Let me just, you know, I think I'm going to pop this up. I think that'll work okay with it being popped up. I'm just going to come in with my dimensionals. This rectangle and some of these dies have been cut with the Stitch So Sweetly dies. A really good basic die set to have. There's so many out there that are really good, but there's a use for almost everything in some of these dies, especially the ones that are shapes and that sort of stuff. But this one, I love anything that's stitched. So, of course, that's why I like this one, because it is stitched, see? All right, so let's go and put that right about there. And then this way I can just put my calendar right on there. So I could use tear and tape. I'm going to use glue on this one because it won't move around too much on me. I'm just going to put my calendar right about there in the middle. By using glue, it does give me that wiggle room. And then I also cut this die with the Evening Evergreen from the Stitch So Sweetly. So we're going to pop that up as well. This, you can mail this to anybody. The more dimensionals and the more you put on here, the more it's going to, it might have to take an extra stamp. But this is something that's going to sit on a teacher's desk. It might sit on their desk. It might sit on their desk at home. They might like it right at home. And then I also did this one here. So I'm going to pop it up as well. I am a big one for using dimensionals, that's for sure. Let's just get this on there. Now I've gone ahead to save the time on here. I've gone ahead and I have stamped and cut out this image, and this is the smaller image of the flowers here. We're just going to go ahead. This is like a two-step stamping, so you're kind of getting a look of like water coloring, or it might be of an artist sort of type look. So I'm going to go along with the colors that are in there. So I'm going to use my cinnamon cider. Now I decided that what I'd like to do is I'd like to have this stamped off, so I'm going to just come in with this. I'm just going to stamp it off and just stamp this like so. Whoops. And then we're going to come in with our pale papaya. These two colors are gorgeous together. I'll just do this. Now I am using my paper piercing matte, and the reason being for that is because it is photopolymer. Now I want to see if I've got this going the right way. There we go. Whoops. And then I'm going to use mint macaron on my leaves. And there's two different size leaves on here. I'll just put this here. It's really sticking to this paper. Just hold it down. There we go. And then there's a smaller leaf as well. So I'm just going to stamp that. Let's put that up there. And I just use that also on that part of the stem. So that gives me more of a water type look to it. And I'm going to go ahead and let's put that right about there. All right. And again, we're using more dimensionals on here. Now, if you were going to mail this, you definitely would want to possibly go less on the dimensionals. Okay. And then we want to use our genial gems. Might as well put some more stuff on there, right? So I'm just going to come in and I don't think I need to put any words on here. Now, I'll just let you know, these genial gems here, these ones were colored with a marker. So I'm actually going to use those ones up. There we go. And I would normally, I would say, let's put something down here, but you know, I'm going to put it right there. And then I can also go ahead and I could put a ribbon on here. So we have this beautiful, this is open weave ribbon, and I'm just going to go and tie it into a knot. See, this is an easy project. I have one that it was a lot more difficult to do, but I decided that I'm going to dress this up a little bit. So, and now we can just put a glue dot onto there. Just take a glue dot, we're just going to squish it, put it onto here, and then we can put this knot right down there. So we have this, it's going to stand up like that. However, let's make it, and that's why I did this. Let's turn around and then let's just put this so that it'll stand up and it won't keep falling down. So I'm just opening this part up here, and I am going to line this right up here. There. I'm going to take this part off. Probably the hardest part is just getting this tear and tape off. There we go. This isn't going to go anywhere, so I'm just actually going to come in, and I could have just laid it down here, but I want to make sure that that goes right to the edge there and right to there. And there's our calendar. It goes like this and then just sits up like that. So I hope you like that. I could say very, very quick calendar to do for the teachers and using the hand pen suite. So if you did like that, give me the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, make sure that you do that. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's also a link down below. And also, if you do live in Canada and you do not have a demonstrator that you're working with, I'd love to be your demonstrator. I have a very generous reward program. Plus, also, I have, I give away those tutorials. And in that tutorial will be the other project that I did using the same hand pen, but a very quick, easy gift for a teacher. So I hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day. Bye for now.